Call the council meeting to order tonight. We have a quorum present for tonight, and tonight will be led the invocation by Pastor Val Putnam from Westminster Presbyterian Church here in Sioux Falls, and then after the invocation we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. So at this time I'd ask everyone to please rise.
Let us pray. Creator God, we come before you tonight humbly as your servants here to serve. May there be ears to hear and hearts to listen. We pray, O gracious God, for the council and for each person that comes before this council, for unity, for your love to be extended to all people. Now bless and may your wisdom prevail. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a proclamation tonight for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so I'd ask Tanya Draper-Douthit, Betty Lundgren, and Heather Wigg, and Laura Strage, and Aaron Baker-Daggett to come up front if they would. Please. Smooth, so we can get you all up here. There you go. Okay, the proclamation reads, whereas 4 million women are victims of severe assault by their intimate partners annually in the United States, and nearly 1 in 4 women are likely to be abused by a partner in her lifetime. Whereas in 2006, 1,141 domestic assault arrests and protection orders violation arrests were made by the Sioux Falls Police Department and the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office. Whereas in the year 2006, 1,236 women and children were sheltered from abuse at the Children's Inn, and 2,880 crisis phone calls were answered at Children's Inn Domestic Abuse Shelter. The Rape and Domestic Abuse Center provided 3,137 intervention services to 184 victims of domestic violence, including 152 women and 32 children. 189 perpetrators of domestic violence were counseled on how to stop abusive behavior. Whereas in the year 2006, the court system in Minnehaha County received 1,103 petitions for stalking and domestic violence protection orders, and in the first 8 months of 2007, had received 879 requests for protection orders from victims of domestic violence. Whereas a dedicated group of citizens have been fighting domestic violence together through the Minnehaha County Family Violence Council for 26 years. Whereas wearing a purple ribbon during the month of October and attending the Take Back the Night rally on October 4th, 2007 at the Washington High Pavilion in downtown Sioux Falls at 6 p.m. will represent support for the victims of domestic violence. Whereas the voices of victims offer us important insight into the personal pain and loss that victims endure, and are voices that deserve our attention, respect, and support. Now, therefore, I, Dave Munson, Mayor of the City of Sioux Falls, do hereby proclaim October 2007 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Sioux Falls.
Well, there's 5 members. The mayor is a member of the city council. Yeah. Hey, let's just take off.
Well, let me tell you so that you know where we're at. We need to have, we don't have all our members here because some are out of town and that. And so what we need, we can do the consent agenda and do it with a majority of people present. But when we get into ordinances, we need 5 votes. And so we're at 4 right now. But we can do the consent agenda. The items for the consent agenda, if there's a motion to approve the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved. Let's.
Let's move. Is there a second?
Second, Costello.
Costello, second. Further comments? Not all in favor of approval of the consent agenda will vote yes. Those opposed vote no.
Council members Litz,
Yes.
Staggers,
Yes.
Benega,
Yes.
Costello,
Yes.
Kavanaugh, Knudsen.
Yes.
5 yes, 3 excused. The consent agenda has been approved. Now, is there a motion to approve the regular agenda?
So moved. Let's.
Second?
Second,
Costello seconded. Is there any further motions?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to move item 39 to right in front of item 21.
Okay, that's a motion. Is there a second to that motion?
Benninga.
Benega seconded that motion. All in favor of that motion to move 39 above 21 will vote yes. Those opposed, no.
Council members Litz,
Yes.
Staggers,
Yes.
Benega,
Yes.
Costello,
Yes.
Knudsen.
Yes.
All members present voted 5 yes, 3 excused. That motion has been accepted. Now, we're back to the main motion as amended. Any further motions? Not all in favor of the motion to approve the regular agenda as amended will vote yes. Those opposed vote no.
Council members Litz,
Yes.
Staggers,
Yes.
Benega,
Yes.
Costello,
Yes.
Knudsen.
Yes.
All members present voted. The regular agenda has been approved 5 yes, 3 excused as amended. This is the time that we set aside a period for 5 minutes that anyone that wishes to address the council for 5 minutes, and what we ask is that you give your name and then your address. So anyone wishing to address the council for 5 minutes, come forward and at this time. Okay, I see no one that's coming forward, so we will move into the agenda items and 39.
A resolution including certain contiguous territory within the corporate limits of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Annexation 2007-08-03 at 60th Street North.
Good evening, Mike Cooper, Planning and Building Services. This is a petition by the property owner to annex approximately 35 acres of land on the north side of 60th Street North into the Sioux Falls city limits. Just to give you a little background, this property some time ago was acted on by a joint meeting of the City Council and Minnehaha County Commission, and the property was rezoned to I-1 light industrial. The property has been looked at, as you all know, as a possible site for the TGN Enterprises operation. They are currently looking for a larger site, and they have indicated that this is on a site that they are potentially interested in. A conditional use application was submitted to Planning Office by TGN for the October Planning Commission meeting. By mutual consent of staff and the applicant, that has been deferred for 30 days. Today, we also received a notice from the property owner petitioning for the annexation that we would like to recommend deferral to the November 5th City Council meeting. And what we are doing is we're currently reviewing our ordinances as they pertain to the proposed TGN Enterprises application, and there's some question on whether or not our current definitions would allow that use to be brought forward as a conditional use within the I-1 zoning district. And so that's the purpose of both the deferral of the conditional use as well as the deferral tonight of the annexation request. And I believe that we have a representative that's also here tonight that would like to just make a quick comment about the deferral process. So the bottom line is the petitioner for this item is requesting deferral of this action to the November 5th City Council agenda. Thank you.
Others wish to speak to the deferral?
Thank you, Mayor and Councilors. My name is Matt Bach with the Woods Fuller Law Firm in Sioux Falls, 300 South Phillips, Sioux Falls, South Dakota 57104. Our firm represents Agri Research, Inc. and Keith and Pam Mirmo, the landowners to the west and the east of the subject property. Today, the Mirmos and Agri Research filed with the City Board of Adjustment and the City Planning Staff a notice of appeal. The purpose of that notice of appeal was to put before the city issue related to whether or not the conditional use permit application, which calls for a recycling facility on this property, is a proper designation for the TJN Enterprise operation. How that relates to this annexation deferral is that not only is TJ Enterprises an applicant on the conditional use permit, it is also the landowner. So the landowner signed off on not only the annexation, but the conditional use permit. And because that was done prior to any annexation being taken, we filed the notice of appeal to bring forth before the Board of Adjustment the issue of whether or not the applicant operates a recycling processing facility or does the applicant operate a junkyard. The ultimate determination of whether or not whatever use goes there is in a proper location is left with this council. The legal issue of whether or not the applicant is a recycling processing facility or a junkyard, we feel should be decided by the Board of Adjustment. When a notice of appeal is filed, according to the city zoning ordinance, all actions related to that matter are stayed. So by filing our notice of appeal, we contend that any action related to the conditional use permit should be stayed. That means no further action. Because the conditional use permit is intertwined with the annexation, we ask that any action taken with regard to the annexation also be stayed. This isn't something where the property owner and the conditional use permit applicant are two different people. The property owner signed off on both of these. And so with regard to the annexation, nothing should be decided there until we determine whether this pending conditional use permit application is appropriate. And so I would ask that not only do the action be deferred, but that it be stayed until the issue of the use definition can be decided. We would withdraw that stay if the conditional use application were withdrawn, because then we would not, our notice of appeal would essentially be moot, and the annexation could move forward. The property owner could look for other uses, but while there's a pending conditional use permit application, we ask that everything, including the annexation, be stayed.
Questions of Matt? Harold?
Matt, can you tell me what you think the time frame is going to be on your appeal process with the state?
Yes, Councilor. The hearing date is set by the Board of Adjustment. Once a notice of appeal is filed, it goes to both the planning staff because they made the determination, and then the Board of Adjustment. The Board of Adjustment decides when that appeal is going to be heard, so the timeline is out of our hands in that regard.
You don't have an estimate of when it may come back?
We'd be ready to hear it as soon as the Board of Adjustment puts it on their agenda. I think the issue for the landowner is going to be determining whether or not the conditional use permit application stays. Do they want to get everything addressed at once, or do they just want to move forward with the annexation? If they just want to move forward with the annexation, our thought is you have to remove the conditional use permit application.
Thank you.
Kermit?
Yeah, I guess I'm not quite sure. You're just appealing the conditional use permit, right?
What our appeal is the determination that the applicant, TJ Enterprises, operates a recycling processing facility. The reason that's related to the annexation is because the landowner signs on to that conditional use permit application. So the decision on appeal is, does the applicant operate a recycling processing facility, or does the applicant operate a junkyard? If the applicant operates a junkyard, there's no sense in moving forward with the annexation, spending city resources on determining whether or not a conditional use permit application is warranted if the use is not even allowed. So this is the first issue that has to be decided.
I guess,
Basically, what you're just asking for us to defer this to November 5th so you can work out all those issues that you have before you.
Just a technicality, I guess, to stay the action. Nothing should be
Well,
done.
all
until-
we can do is defer it, unless you want to.
but all we're doing is annexing tonight. That's all we're doing. I mean, that's proposed to just annex, that's it.
I understand that, but the annexation is
Then
intertwined.
they want to try to do the conditional use permit afterwards.
Right, and with that pending conditional use permit afterward, because we filed our notice of appeal, the ordinance says, stay all action related to that matter. That would include the annexation because it's related to that property, because the property is at issue, not only in the conditional use permit application, but in this annexation.
But I don't see how, all we wanted, all that's being presented is just to plain annex. That's it.
And the only thing I'm putting forth before the council is to let you folks know that we filed a notice of appeal, and under the ordinance, the notice of appeal says that you stay the actions related to that matter.
But basically, if we do the deferral, it's a stay because no action is going to be taken.
Correct.
So basically, that's what we're doing right now. I mean, that's exactly where we're at. That's all you would be okay if we would defer until November 5th.
Right,
Yeah,
with the condition that nothing be done with the conditional use
If
permit.
we
Call the
defer-
question.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. All in favor of calling the question will vote yes. Those opposed vote no.
Councilmembers Litz,
No.
Staggers,
No.
Benega,
Yes.
Costello,
Yes.
Kavanaugh.
Yes.
Knutson.
Yes. What gets them? Yeah.
That's 4-2, the call has been made, so we're back to the main question of deferring item number 39 until November 5th. There's no further questions.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm not going to vote for this deferral because I was going to
Wait,
ask
no,
some more
we- we're-
questions.
you can't
Yes,
disclose
I'm
it.
just explaining my vote here. I'm
But
not going to vote for the
we-
deferral because I didn't have an opportunity to ask a few more
First of all, we called the
questions.
question. I need to get is there a motion to defer?
Motion to defer.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. And when we call the question, it's supposed to be final disposition, but go ahead, I'll do it quickly.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm explaining, talking about the deferral motion. I'm going to be voting against this because, I mean, there are some other questions I wanted to ask, and gee, we hardly spent any time talking about this.
You'll have plenty of time, Counselor, when we get to November 5th, there's going to be plenty of time.
But I
to come
prefer
back
the
to
time
this issue.
now. That's the
Alan, if you
thing.
got any questions, I think you could get a hold of him in the meantime, but go ahead.
My only, the reason that I voted not to call the question was, my question is if this is tied up with a stay, do we need to do anything at all? Can we not do anything?
Well,
and it becomes moot?
basically, when we defer, we aren't doing anything. We aren't doing it, I mean, you could really say that the deferral could probably be a stay because we're not going to take any action until November 5th, so it's.
Yeah.
I guess I was just trying to make a point of order that I didn't think we needed to do anything.
And
I
we
don't
aren't,
think
really.
we need
Basically,
to
we aren't. I mean,
move to
it's
defer.
going back, so we really aren't.
Yeah, I mean-
Go ahead.
Also, too, another thing is, we just heard one side. We haven't heard the other side. I mean, that's
But the motion
very,
is-
very unfortunate. Yeah.
And it's going to all come back, so you're going to have to hear it again after they work through some of the nuances.
Maybe the applicant didn't want to defer.
So we've got a motion to defer item 39 until November 5th. Further questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion to defer will vote yes. Those opposed vote no.
Councilmembers Litz,
Yes.
Staggers.
No.
Benega,
Yes.
Costello,
Yes.
Yes.
Knutson.
Yes.
All members present voted 5 yes, 1 no, and 2 excused. Item 39 has been deferred until November 5th. Now we're back to item number 21.
Second reading, major amendment, an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, amending Chapter 15, 45070, Planned Development Districts, allowing changes in land use as reflected in the revised sub-area regulations and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. At Marion Road South of 57th Street, the Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is an approximately 2-acre parcel located south of 57th Street and west of I-29. It's part of the development called the Taylor Plan Development District. This particular parcel was originally approved for office development, and the request for the amendment would be to allow it to be developed in the future as commercial use. The Planning Commission has recommended approval.
Questions of Mike on item 21? Others that wish to address the council on item number 21? Is there a motion by the council?
I move for approval. Knutson.
Knutson moves. Second?
Second.
Ms. Costello, seconded. Further comments on the motion to approve? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 21 has been approved. Item 22.
Second reading, rezone an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at 2420 South Summit Avenue and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is a petition by Augustana College, the owner of the property. This particular parcel is about 1/10 of an acre in size. It's currently vacant, and it actually fronts on 33rd and Norton Avenue. The property directly to the west of the alley is an apartment complex owned by Augustana College. The college has indicated that they would like to rezone this parcel for the potential future use of an accessory building in conjunction with the apartment. And we did not have any neighborhood concerns about this. The school is intending to eventually clean up this area, and the apartment building has really improved the neighborhood quite dramatically.
Questions of Mike on item number 22? Others wish to address the council on item 22? Is there a motion by the council to approve?
Move to approve, Litz.
I second
Litz.
the motion.
Knutson seconded. Further comments? See no further comments. All in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 22 has been approved. Item 23.
Second reading, rezone an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at Sioux Falls Regional Airport and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
We've been working for some time with the Airport Authority on establishing a new zoning district for the airport, which has been approved by the City Council. So this item tonight would authorize us to proceed ahead with the Airport Authority on rezoning the airport site, which is about 184 acres of land, from agricultural to the AP Airport Zoning District. The Airport Authority is in favor of this request, and the Airport Authority will actually be helping us to administer this ordinance as we move into the future with their expansion plans.
Questions of Mike on item number 23? Kermit?
Yeah, Mike, you said that the airport authority is going to help you administer this. I thought the planning department administered this, and the airport would go along with, what the planning department said.
The Airport Authority is going to review building permit applications within the area to make sure that they're in compliance with the future Airport Authority plans. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of helping us to administer this.
I guess, so we're giving a lot of authority now to the airport authority to do that. Isn't this taking authority from you, from your planning department?
It's basically, we're letting the Airport Authority make a recommendation to us on any future building plans that would be within their property as part of their long-range master plan. So I would view it as a partnership.
A partnership?
Yes.
Okay.
Further questions on item 23? Others that wish to address the council on item number 23? Seeing no one, is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve, Litz.
Let's move. Is there a second?
Second. Benega.
Benning is seconded. Further comments? Seeing no further comments, all in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 23 has been approved. Item 24.
Second reading, rezone an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at North Ebenezer Avenue and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
We have 2 items on the agenda tonight that pertain to this particular parcel. This item is the rezoning, and later on, item 36 will be the preliminary subdivision plan. This property is approximately 204 acres in size. The north boundary is Madison. The east boundary is Interstate 29. The west boundary is Marion Road, and then a portion of it extends down to 9th Street. The developer has laid out a proposed zoning plan that includes approximately 20 acres of residential development land, approximately 28 acres of office and institutional development, approximately 54 acres of future commercial development, just over 81 acres of future light industrial, a detention pond, and the balance will be for street right-of-way. This is in conformance with a land use amendment which has previously been approved by the City Council. And it does meet all of our requirements. There was a question at first reading about future sanitary sewer, which will extend up along Ebenezer, and we are recommending approval of this rezoning request.
Questions of Mike on item 24? Bob, let's.
Mike, this is, when this fills in, it's going to bring quite a bit more traffic out there. And I was wondering about Madison Road west of Marion Road. When is that on the CIP?
We've looked at that in terms of the future CIP request, and we've also looked at whether we need to build it as a full urban section or half street. So we also have a proposed development on the northwest corner of Marion and Madison. So we're looking at how we can get that Madison Street improvement done, because it sounds like there's quite a bit of traffic on that section west of Marion Road. So we are going to take a look at that.
Very good.
Further questions? Others that wish to address the council on item number 24? Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Let's move. Is there a second?
Second, Costello.
Costello seconded. Further comments on that motion to approve? Seeing no further comments, all in favor of the motion to approve, will you vote yes? Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted. Item 24 has been approved 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 25.
Second reading, rezone an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at North Dubuque Avenue and East Madison Street and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
We have the next two items are related to each other in terms of adjacent property. This particular item is about 7/10 of an acre of land in the northeast corner of Sioux Falls. It's proposed to be developed into single-family residential uses as part of the future Wild Meadows Addition subdivision.
Questions of Mike on item 25? Others wish to address the council on item 25? Not. Is there a motion to approve?
I so move Knutson.
Knutson moves. Second?
Second. Let's
Seconded. Further comments? I see no further comments. All in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 25 has been approved. Item 26.
Second reading, rezone an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at North Dubuque Avenue and East Madison Street and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. Planning Commission recommends approval.
This property is about 37 acres of land directly east of the previous item. It is bounded on the north side by Madison. It is also proposed for future single-family residential, and we are working with a developer to designate a 5-acre neighborhood park site as part of this future development.
Questions of Mike on item 26? Others? Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, Mike, you mentioned this 5-acre park site that you're working with the developer on. What's the market price for 5 acres of land out in that area now?
I'm guessing in that $35,000 an acre range.
So,
I don't know.
$175,000.
I'm not sure exactly what they paid for it, but
Okay.
Other questions of Mike? Others that wish to address the council on item number 26? Come forward and give your name and address, please.
okay. Get this out of the way.
My name is Judd Van Duzen. I live at 900 North Dubuque,
Did you get
57110.
Could you repeat your name and address, please?
My name is Judd Van Duzen. I live at 900 North Dubuque, Sioux Falls, 57110. I live on the property at the top of the dead end of Dubuque, right there, yes. I have a question on what that property, right there, the line going straight north, the one you just referred to, what that property is going to be right there? I missed that.
All the property being requested for rezoning tonight is proposed to be single-family residential, except for the park site.
Thank you. That's
Okay,
all I
thank
wanted.
you for coming down, we appreciate it. Others that wish to address the council on item number 26? Kermit?
Yeah, Mike, I have a question, and once again about the park site. You said that you're working with the developer about, donating this 5 acres. What if they decide not to donate the 5 acres? Is that okay with the city?
The city, at this point, we're asking them to designate the 5 acres in conformance with our comprehensive plan. If a developer does not choose to donate the land, then we would look at other negotiations such as a partial gift or just buying it outright.
Okay. So there's a real choice involved here.
There's always choices.
There's always choices.
Yes.
Are there consequences if they decide?
I don't have any consequences other than if we have to buy it, it could take a long time for that park to ever develop.
Bob,
I'd like Dr. Staggers to know that
Yes.
the consequences would be the developer that's donating this land, his property wouldn't be worth as much, and most developers would jump on a chance to have a park in their neighborhood.
So I guess they don't really, they get to make the decision themselves.
Yes.
They don't really have to even talk to the planning department about it. They can go ahead and do it themselves.
Well, the planning department will want to buy it after a while if they can't get it donated. Most of them will donate it because it enhances the property that they're trying to sell. It makes it much more sellable.
Sure, that's true. But I just want to make sure that it's totally done on a voluntary basis. My concern is that sometimes, we have developers who feel, well, they got to play ball and donate the land. We certainly don't want that in Sioux Falls.
If we have a neighborhood park, then we can play ball.
Yeah.
So, or potentially at least.
Councilor Staggers, we're moving forward with this. We're going to approve this, so I think it would be hard pressed for anybody to argue that we're twisting anybody's arm on this thing. We're approving, we're giving them what
Well,
they
I just want to make sure, that hasn't happened. I mean, I have concerns that maybe in the past this has happened, and so we just don't want to have this happen in this particular situation or in the future, too.
Kevin?
I'm always concerned when Dr. Staggers is concerned. Do you have evidence of somebody being pressured in the past? Do you have evidence?
No, I've had conversations with people in the past.
Any evidence,
I'm not
though?
saying on this particular issue, no, I'm not saying
Well, you
about
said
this
in the
one. I
past.
just want to
Is there
make
any
sure
evidence?
that we're not having any unnecessary pressure in this particular case, or also in the future, too.
But none
Yes.
in the past that you can document?
Well, I talked to somebody just a few days ago about some pressure of the city, okay?
Okay. Other questions? Bob Lutz?
Just another comment. I think that in the past, there have been some developers who have been reluctant to give up the land, but it's pretty common knowledge among developers today that this park will enhance their sales and make their property, the lots around that park, far more valuable than they'd be without it.
Further questions on item 26? Others that wish to address the council on item number 26? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved, Benninger.
Benningham moves, Kavanaugh seconds. Further comments? Seeing no further comments, all in favor of the motion to approve item 26, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz,
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present have voted. Item 26 has been approved, 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 27.
Second reading, rezone and ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at Tomar Road and East 75th Street and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is approximately 2 acres of land that's involved in this rezoning and adjacent to the south end of Prairie Green Golf Course in the Diamond Valley addition. The zoning boundaries were established prior to construction of a detention pond as part of this development. And now that the pond has been completed, we're looking at, and the property has been platted, we're looking at amending the zoning boundaries so that they comply with the existing boundaries of the detention pond. So all that we're doing is modifying the zoning boundaries so that they comply with the current uses on the site.
Questions on item number 27 of Mike? Others that wish to address the council on item 27? Seeing no one, is there a motion to
I
approve?
move for approval,
Knutson
Knutson.
moves,
Second,
second.
Costello.
Costello seconded. Further comments? See no further comments, all in favor of the motion of approval, yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz,
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh? Knutson?
Yes.
All members present have voted. Item 27 has been approved, 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 28.
Second reading, rezone an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, rezoning property at West 85th Street, west of Western Avenue, residential district, and the Windswept Timber Estates Plan Development District, and amending the official zoning map of the City of Sioux Falls. Planning Commission recommends approval.
This property is about 132 acres, and it's proposed to be developed into single-family residential land uses. And this is also an item that you've seen before with the annexation and the land use amendment request.
Questions of Mike on item 28? Bob Litz.
Mike, where's the sewer coming for this piece of property?
I believe it's coming along 85th, and it's coming along that south. There's a drainage way along that south end, south central portion of the site.
Which basin is this in, Mike?
I don't know the name of the basin. Is that what you're asking?
I was wondering what number it was. We can find out.
Yeah, it might be 16, but I'll have to go back and check for sure. We'll find out and get that to you.
Thank you.
Further questions on item 28? Others wish to speak on item 28? Sir, motion by the council.
Move to approve. Let's
Moves. Is there a second? Second. Kavanaugh seconded. Further comments? Seeing no further comments, all in favor of the motion of approval, yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present vote. Item 28 has been approved. 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 29.
First reading, an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, providing appropriations and the means of financing them for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2008.
Gene Roanhorse, Director of Finance for the City of Sioux Falls. This is the ordinance to provide the funding for the budget which the council adopted 2 weeks ago. It's that simple.
Questions of Gene on item 29? Not, is there a motion to set the hearing date for October 9th?
I so move, Knutson.
Knutson moves. Is there a second?
Second. Let's.
Let's second it. Further comments? Seeing none. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I got a technical question here. Gene, when we approved the budget, part of the budget had the property tax increase in it.
That's true.
Yeah. So what we're going to be approving here with the appropriation, is that also in there too? Or is it just sufficient that the property tax increase was with the budget?
If you look at this document down at the very bottom, and you've got to have your real good reading glasses on,
Okay.
the finance director is directed to certify $37,997,562 of tax levies in the ordinance of the Minnehaha and Lincoln County auditors.
Oh, okay.
So it's in that number.
Okay. Thank you then.
Further questions? Not, we've got a motion that's been made and seconded to set the hearing date for item number 29 for October 9th. Seeing no further discussion, all in favor of that motion to set the hearing date, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
Hearing date has been set for October 9th for 29. 30.
First reading, an ordinance of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, amending the revised ordinances of the city by increasing taxi cab fares.
Hi, I'm Deborah Gaikowski, Transit Planner with the City of Sioux Falls. I came to you a little over a month ago with the taxi cab fare increase. I'm afraid it resulted in the taxi cab drivers having to deal with pennies, so this is basically a correction. The first mile will now be up to $4 from $3.96. Every mile thereafter will go from $1.98 to $2.
Questions of Deborah? Go ahead.
So, Deb, so that ordinance that was passed some time ago, are they just kind of
I think they're ignoring it because it's a lot more
Yes.
work to deal with
Yes.
the pennies than
So they're charging less than what the
the
ordinance
old fare.
provided for.
Yes, that's correct.
Further question, Deborah, on item number 30, set the hearing date. Not, is there a motion set October 15th for the hearing date?
So moved, Litz.
Let's move. Is there a second?
Second, Benninga.
Benega seconded. Further comments on the motion set the hearing date? Seeing none, all in favor of that motion will vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted. The hearing date has been set for October 15th for item number 30. 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 31.
Deferred action, preliminary subdivision plan, a resolution of the City of Sioux Falls approving the preliminary plan of Mariah Meadow Addition south of West 82nd Street and Beale Avenue. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is approximately 17 acres of land that's proposed for single-family residential development. It's generally located southwest of the Harrisburg Explorer Elementary School. We requested a deferral on behalf of the petitioner last time to look at the proposed alignment of 85th and Beale Avenue, and a new proposal has been submitted to staff that we forwarded to the City Council that moves the proposed alignment farther to the east as shown on the screen, which will allow for better alignment of an intersection on the south side of 85th Street. This is a better plan that we believe is in the best interest not only of this development, but also development to the south. It's been reviewed by all staff, and the developer is fine with it, so we are recommending approval of this revised preliminary subdivision plan as presented tonight.
Questions of Mike on item 31? Others that wish to address council on item number 31? Is there a motion by the council to approve?
I move to approve Knutson.
Knutson moves. Is there a second?
Second, Litz.
Let's second it. Further comments on that motion? Seeing none, all in favor of that motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present vote. Item 31 has been approved. 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 32.
A resolution amending the future land use map as part of the Sioux Falls 2015 Growth Management Plan at North Dubuque Avenue and East 6th Street from an allocation of future single-family land use to an allocation of multifamily future land use. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is approximately 11 acres of land on the north side of East 6th Street, east of Dubuque Avenue. This is south of the previous items that we considered tonight for the single-family residential. The request here is to amend this area to allow for future multifamily residential. We have multifamily on the south side of 6th in this vicinity, and so we believe that this would be in conformance with surrounding land uses.
Questions of Mike on item number 32? Others that wish to address the council on item 32, come forward and give your name and address, please.
My name is Judd Van Duzen, 900 North Dubuque. A few months ago, we had the land developer had a communal meeting at the church and invited all the neighborhood residents to attend. My concern with this drawing here is that the amount of traffic that we're going to get on Dubuque Avenue, and we were told that we had approximately 180 some houses that would be going back into that new development. And with looking at that, their drawing, I believe, showed that one street would be access to Madison to the north. My concern would be the access from the south to 6th Street, which is a main thoroughfare going through there in that area, yes, where Dubuque would become the shortcut, you could say, for all those people to get out and those coming from other areas to get over to Arrowhead Pass or Arrowhead Street or East 10th. So as asking Mike if the city or the street department, whoever, would look at that and reconsider that plan and maybe have more access for those people to get out of that area and instead of just onto Dubuque. Thank you.
Any questions? Okay, thank you again. Others who wish to address the council on item number 32? Is there a motion by the council?
Move for approval, Benninga.
Benninga moves. Is there a second?
Second, Costello.
Costello seconded. Further comments? Seeing no further comments, all in favor of the motion to approve, will vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz,
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benninga? Yes. Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present have voted. Item 32 has been approved, 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 33.
Preliminary subdivision plan, Windswept Meadows addition to the City of Sioux Falls, Lincoln County, South Dakota, located southwest of West 85th Street and Southwestern Avenue for residential development. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is just under 13 acres of land, and it's being platted into single-family residential lots. It meets all of our requirements, and we're recommending approval.
Questions of Mike on item 33? Others who wish to address the council? Is there a motion to approve? Let's move. Is there a second?
Second, Costello.
Costello seconded. Further comments? Seeing no further comments, all in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benninga?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present have voted, 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 33 has been approved. Item 34.
Preliminary subdivision plan, Timber Oaks Estate addition to the City of Sioux Falls, Lincoln County, South Dakota, located southwest of West 85th Street and Southwestern Avenue for residential development. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is adjacent to the previous item. It's approximately 25 acres of land and is also proposed to be developed into single-family residential lots. Recommending approval of this plan as well.
Questions of Mike on item number 34? Others wish to address the council on item 34? None. Is there a motion to approve?
I so move.
Knutson moved. Let's second it. Further comments on that motion? Seeing none, all in favor, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benninga?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present have voted. Item 34 has been approved, 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 35.
Preliminary subdivision plan, Timber Oak addition to the City of Sioux Falls, Lincoln County, South Dakota, located at West 85th Street and Pinnacle Avenue for residential development. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is about 64 acres of land that's directly to the west of the previous items. And this development plan also shows future single-family residential lots.
Questions of Mike on item number 35?
We're going to have a lot more growth in Lincoln County here.
Others that wish to address the council on item 35? Not. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve. Let's.
Let's move. Is there a second?
Second, Benninga.
Benninga seconded. Further comments on that motion? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benninga?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present have voted. Item 35 has been approved, 6 yes, 2 excused. Item 36.
Preliminary subdivision plan, Legacy addition to the City of Sioux Falls, Lincoln County, South Dakota, located at North Ebenezer Avenue for the purpose of land development. The Planning Commission recommends approval.
This is the item that you took action tonight, which was item 24. This is the development plan that shows the street and lot layout in accordance with the zoning. It does meet all of our requirements, and there's a recommendation for approval. We did receive, since the initial application, a request by the developer to amend the name to include, the original name was a Legacy Edition. The developer is now requesting an amendment to name this a Legacy North Farm Edition, and we would like to request that as an amendment tonight to the approval.
Questions of Mike on item 36 first, then we'll come back to that. Others wish to address the council on item number 36? Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve, Costello.
Second, Kevin.
Kavanaugh, Costello, and Kavanaugh. Is there further motions?
Move to amend, Costello.
Motion to amend Legacy North Farm Edition by Costello.
Second.
Second, Kavanaugh. Further comments on the motion to amend? Not. All in favor of that motion to amend will vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benninga?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
That motion has been approved. Now we're back to the main motion as amended. Further comments on that motion as amended? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion to approve item 36 as amended will vote yes. Those opposed vote no.
Council members Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
Yes.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted. Item 36 has been approved, 6 yes, 2 excused as amended. Item 37.
A resolution approving the special assessment roll for nuisance removal for ID number 031389, vacated alley in lots 2 through 5, except H1 and H2, Block 42, Pettigrew's Addition, and all lots 1 through 3, Block 1 for 1001 West 11th Street.
Dave Skanke, Public Parking. This is the last remaining special assessment roll for a sidewalk snow complaint. This was deferred from 2 weeks ago at the request of a Tony Brown, who indicated he was representing the Hanson Family Trust. The property is located at 1001 West 11th Street. Total assessment is $83.92.
Questions of Dave? Others that wish to address the council on item number 37? Go ahead, Carol.
Yeah, can you be a little more specific here? This is for a sidewalk?
Sidewalk, snow complaint, ice and snow. The invoice indicated it was an hour and a half of ice chopping and $4 and some cents for ice melt, for a total of $83.92.
We've talked about $50 per hour bill that we assess people. The other day in the Argus Leader, I saw that Beersford might try to get, not Beersford, excuse me, Brandon might try to get police protection for about $25 an hour. Isn't there a way that we can maybe be a little more reasonable in this charge just for snow and ice, $50 an hour?
Well, just a little history on the my days back in finance and purchasing. We had talked about the cost of liability insurance for contractors doing for the City of Sioux Falls, for working for the City of Sioux Falls. They're required to carry over $1 million worth of liability insurance, and that doesn't indicate whether you shovel one sidewalk or 20 sidewalks. You have to have $1 million worth of liability insurance, and there is a cost for that. That indicates in the hourly rate. And $50 an hour is really a pretty reasonable rate to have somebody come out and remove ice and snow.
Okay, I guess...
I hear the comment all the time that I could get the neighbor kid to do that, and I haven't seen any neighbor kids that will go shovel and chop ice and snow.
Well, because we don't really go out trying to seek those kind of...
Plus, they don't have $1 million for the liability insurance.
Right, and $1 million insurance costs what, $250 a year or what?
I have no idea.
Okay.
You can talk to the contractors about that.
I'd just like to remind everybody in the council what we're talking about here. A complaint was filed against this property. We went out and inspected it. We gave them notice, gave them a sufficient amount of time to clean it up. They did not clean it up, so we hired a contractor to do it. Now, if somebody is concerned about $50 an hour, I would suggest that they look for a cheaper contractor themselves. The city is not in the business of cleaning people's sidewalks. We don't want to be doing it. We only do it when it becomes a safety hazard and citizens complain about it.
No, I mean, if I could say something too, I still think $50 an hour is excessive cost here. We should be getting this down. But also at the same time, we have to keep in mind that, we have most citizens of Sioux Falls cleaning the city's own sidewalks for zero. So, on the one hand, the city's doing very well because most sidewalks in Sioux Falls are in the city right away and do not even belong to the citizen.
I'll just follow up on that. We had about 740 citizens call and complain very animately why the city wasn't enforcing their ordinances. And some of those individuals calling had disabilities. Some of those individuals calling and complaining represented organizations that of people that do have disabilities, and they become very upset when the sidewalks are not clear of ice and snow. That's why the ordinance is there.
And also, like I said, I think we ought to be also being positive about this, too. We have tens of thousands of families out there cleaning the sidewalks for the city free. I mean, we ought to be thankful for them, too, for doing that. Granted, it's too bad that we have 700 complaints, but also I think we ought to take a look, too, that we have a lot of people out there working hard cleaning those city sidewalks.
Further questions? Others who wish to address the council? Bob Litz.
Just a comment, if the city of Sioux Falls did go out and clean everybody's sidewalk, we'd have to raise taxes, Dr. Staggers. I'm surprised you'd advocate such a move.
Well, I think if I can reply to that, I think we can, once in a while give some thanks to the people of Sioux Falls for, saving the city of Sioux Falls thousands and thousands of dollars. And maybe what we ought to do is to strive to try to have snow gates here, Bob, for snow plows to help those citizens so they don't have to necessarily clean out their driveway when the city puts all the snow in their driveway. A lot of senior citizens would certainly appreciate that. So we ought to, maybe start coming up with some innovative practices here on the part of the city.
Let's stay on this topic right here. Is there further comments? Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve, Costello.
Costello moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Kavanaugh seconded. Further comments? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion to approve, vote yes. Those opposed, vote no.
Councilmembers Litz?
Yes.
Staggers?
No.
Benega?
Yes.
Costello?
Yes.
Kavanaugh? Yes. Knutson?
Yes.
All members present voted. Item 37 has been approved, 5 yes, 1 no, and 2 excused. Item 38.
A resolution of the City of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, correcting the legal description of annexation resolution number 6907 and 13707, annexation legal description correction 2007-0303 and 2007-0705, Van Hublen at 85th Street and Western Avenue.
This is a request by the Lincoln County Register of Deeds. The City Council took action on annexation of 2 separate parcels based on a petition by the property owner. The 2 parcels had separate legal descriptions as presented to us. We discovered after the annexation was completed that the Lincoln County Register of Deeds has the property recorded under one legal description, and so they are asking us to amend the previous action to be in compliance with their current information, and so that's what we're bringing forward to you.